fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hello and welcome to Spielberg for the first practice session of the Austrian Grand Prix. A lot of focus is naturally on the drivers, but it's really important for the mechanics to get everything right as well, as one little mistake could cost the team and one of their drivers the race result.
These guys are so meticulous and they train and perfect everything that they do. Without question, they feel the pressure in the same way as the drivers, and they share the responsibility to ensure that the car makes it to the end of the race.
Hey guys, my name is CJ and I'm back with another video. Today I'm back with part 9, I think, on my F1 2018 Stephen Vandoorne'S career mode. Here in the McLaren. It's Austria. It's a ton of the Austrian Grand Prix, one of the fastest, well, the fastest lap time of the F1 calendar, and one of the shortest tracks as well, as it's basically all straights. But yeah, this might be a good Grand Prix for us. Maybe not. Depends on the setup, which is going to be default anyway, so I don't know why I said that. But in practice, we are using the soft tyres. So, I mean, we might try and use them for the strategy, depending on the weather. If there's rain, well, no, we're not going to use them. But in practice, we are going to be 5th, as well as Alonso, who's 6th, which is very good. For the two McLarens, that gives us hope, you know. That could be very it could give us a lot of hope. Alonso, that was on the ultra soft tyres, and he was on the soft, so we still managed to go faster than him. But that is a cracking looking table. If that's how qualifying finishes, I'll be very happy. But we just have to wait and see. But speaking of qualifying, I think it's time to go for the Austrian Grand Prix qualifying.
Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
That's right, Crofty. It's looking good out there at the moment. Each team will have their own game plan for this session, and of course once the cars leave the garage they'll be under parc fermé conditions, so any last minute adjustments need to be done right here and now. Beyond that, it's all up to the driver. Who can keep their tyres in the right temperature, who can hit their apexes. No race fuel on board these days, of course. These are the fastest cars we've had in a long time, and it's right here in qualifying where they're at their absolute peak. Let's get started.
So here we are in Q1. And yeah, it's going to set our first lap time. We're going to go faster. We're 1:07.4. You can see I was happy with that. I was shaking the steering wheel there, which is fantastic. As Vettel goes faster, so screw you, Vettel. But at the end of the session, Alonso does get through. So do we in second, which is only 2 tenths slower than the Ferrari. But Marcus Ericsson, Pierre Gasly, Stroll, Hartley, and Sorokin are the retirements from Q2 / the knockouts. Q1, I mean, and Q1. Q1, and now it's time for Q2. Jesus Christ, what is my commentary doing? God, no retakes. All in one, this is, like I normally do. But we set an original lap time in Q2 of a 1:08.4, which is slower than our fastest lap time in Q1, so that's not really an improvement. But we are on slower tyres, however. But this is going to be our final lap time in Q2. Hopefully it's enough to get us through. Really needs to be, because if we're going to try and get points here, or at least a top 5 finish, as we did in, we've had a very good run up to this Grand Prix. We are currently a couple of attempts up, going a little bit wide over the curb, but that is actually quite good. Ignoring the racing line there, it's going to go a bit slower, but hey I wasn't. But Vettel goes fastest. We're currently P11. Where are we in Q2? We are currently P1. We managed to get through first place as we went on the ultra soft tyres to be able to do so. So we've ruined our strategy, kind of. It's basically the same strategy as the AI, but we was going to go on the super soft tyres to start the Grand Prix off. So we kind of ruined it, but Ocon, Leclerc, Perez, Grosjean, and unfortunately Fernando Alonso are out of the Austrian Grand Prix, which is a bit unfortunate. So we're going to be flying the flag for McLaren here in Q3. Once again, I may just add, as we go P3 with a 1:07.7 in our first run, which is very good. Actually, that's quite a good lap time. We currently dropped down to P5, with 25 seconds to go. But this is our final lap time. We're currently slower as we had a bad run out the final corner. But into turn 1, turn in a little bit faster, clip the curb. That's going to give us a little bit better run up the start-finish straight, as we didn't go as wide as our first run in Q3. And up into turn 4 now. This is the trickiest corner on this track for me. I always lose the back end on the exit, but there I didn't, because a little bit of grip because of the angle of the curb. Maybe that gave us a bit of grip, maybe that probably took the grip away. Not really sure. I wouldn't have said it took the grip away, but hey ho. But we're going to go red as we go into the next right-hander, which is really not what you want. That probably will mean that we're only going to improve on this lap time by a couple of tenths, which really isn't that good, as we go quite wide, well, quite perfectly, if I may add myself, through the first of the double left-hander, up to the final 2 right-handers, and we're currently green. I'm not sure by how much. This, you can, on my 2018 career mode, I could literally fly through that nearly flat out. Final corner, a little bit better than the first run, but up to the line, it's going to be P4 for the Austrian Grand Prix. I keep saying Hungarian Grand Prix because before this video, I did just voice over the Hungary Grand Prix for my career mode. So that's probably why. But in qualifying, it's going to be P4 for us, which is very good. With Hamilton going on pole, Vettel 2nd, Bottas 3rd, Ricciardo 5th, Raikkonen 6th, Max Verstappen 7th, Hulkenberg 8th, Magnussen 9th, and Carlos Sainz was 10th. So that is a very, very good place for us, especially as our team didn't even get through. So yeah, that is that our third Q3 appearance, third or fourth maybe Q3 appearance in a row. So that is going to be, wow, that's fantastic, really. That's really, hopefully we can continue this run into Britain, I think next. Yeah, Britain is next, which I've actually already recorded, and that's how much I recorded. As we literally got 25 days, maybe 26 days to get all of this series recorded, as well as getting it edited and voiced over and uploaded. So, not very long time. I also don't even have enough money for it. But let's time into the race for the Austrian Grand Prix, where hopefully we can convert this 4th place into a very decent amount of points.
Constructors come and go, drivers rise and fall. But even as politics change and history moves on, the spirit of competition burns as strongly as it ever has. Welcome back then to Formula One, as battle is joined at the summit of motorsport once again. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. A tough race in store then for our drivers today, so tell me, Anthony Davidson, what will you be looking out for as the cars make their way down into turn 1?
Well, first of all, let's hope that everyone's well behaved and we can have a nice incident-free start. That initial release is going to be the most interesting thing, and the clean side of the grid will be better rubbered in, so keep an eye out for cars over there potentially making their way through.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vandoorne, Daniel Ricciardo, and Raikkonen, Verstappen, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, and Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Grosjean, Alonso, Ericsson, Pierre Gasly, and Lance Stroll. Hartley and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we are, set on the grid at the Austrian Grand Prix. It's going to be a 2-stop strategy, maybe a little bit more, because there is rain, as you can see, forecast halfway through the race and towards the end. So maybe we're going to finish this race on the intermediate tyres, which is like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, really. We are, in my personal, like me personally, are faster than the AI in the rain. It's just a matter of if we can keep with the AI in the dry, because we've got a Ferrari, a Red Bull behind us, and well, we've got 2 Red Bulls and a Ferrari behind us, as well as if we manage to get any positions into turn 1 or even maybe turn 3, either a Ferrari or a Mercedes. So it depends really. Hopefully the rain will help us though secure our position that we already are on. But yeah, we're going to form up on the grid ahead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Is it going to be a good Grand Prix for us? Hopefully. It's good Grand Prix compared to the AI, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights are out, and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. I've had an awful start there. That has been god awful commentary from me as well. We managed to keep P4, and we're already up inside of Bottas, and as we push Vettel quite wide there, are we going to have the run on Vettel with rich mix and hot lap mode? He's pushing us towards the grass. Hamilton's already going. Hamilton's already hit the next turn. We've got the inside line as Raikkonen's around the outside of all of us. We have the inside line. We're going to squeeze both the Ferraris out, and we moved up into P2 in turn 1. Now can this rain come? This rain needs to come now. Otherwise, yeah, that's not going to happen. But Nico Hulkenberg's now out of the Grand Prix on lap 9. And here is the rain on lap 13. As you can see, there's raindrops falling on my halo. And with lap 17, this is us going to come in for the intermediate tyres here. Fantastic positioning, timing at least. P2. Hopefully we don't get held up. As you look at the mini-map, we're we're a couple of seconds ahead of the cars behind us. So hopefully we can come out in that this gap. And hopefully there's no traffic as well. That'd be awful if we come out in traffic. Hamilton's already had his pit stop, and Hamilton's already at turn bloody 3. He is gone. Which is fantastic for him, but I knew we wasn't going to win this race. But hey ho, you can only dream. But lap 22 now, it's already dry. We're already coming into the pits for our next pit stop, I think. Is it going to be dry or is it going to be wet tyres? I'm not really sure. I feel it looks really dry. But as Hamilton, I can't really see if Hamilton's gone on the ultra softs or the wets. I think he's on the ultra softs, so I think it's going to be a dry tyre, dry tyre pit stop. And we also, as you saw there, they didn't go onto a car for a little bit because bloody Alonso, at the same lap, but he's a lap down nearly. Bloody coming into the pits. What are you doing, mate? Go away. Get in the bin. But on lap 41 though, virtual safety car has been deployed as we are, now it's been ended as Ricciardo's now caught us up. Right behind us, and yeah, these tyres have gone a little distance. That 42 though, look at that, nearly dead. And the AI, the game wants us to come in, as we are going to come in now to get off of these tyres. Probably onto a set of super softs or ults, maybe super softs. That'll probably get us until the next rain period, definitely. Ultra softs might be a stretch, but hopefully they do. What's it going to be? It's going to be super soft tyres there. So we're definitely going to go until the next rain period right at the end. If we need to change tyres, it might come right towards the end. That yeah, we don't need to bother with the intermediates. We can just hang it out for the last couple of laps with dry tyres. But we come out in P6 as a couple of cars haven't actually stopped. Verstappen especially, who I'm actually now managed to catch up to. Me and the McLaren have caught up to the Red Bull as he's on dead tyres and I'm not. But into turn 1, we've gone up his inside, we've gone very deep there. That's going to give him a perfect run as we dodge the sausage curb there. Is he going to have a run at us into turn 3? No, he's not. But Sergei Sorokin is now about to get lapped as Bottas is into the pits. As he's gone to the inside. What a really awkward place to let me through. God's sake, Sergei. As Sainz now lets me through as we set the fastest lap time as well. We're going fast, but the raindrops, as you look at my halo, they are falling. We're on P3 right now, but the raindrops are falling. And now lap 48, we were stuck behind Hartley, but we're definitely coming in for intermediate tyres here. Look how damp it is. Ricciardo, Raikkonen already stopped the lap ahead of us, just because that's how far behind he was of us. He's managed to get intermediate tyres. We're coming in, but Alonso again. Let's held us up. If we lose a position to this, we've lost the position to Raikkonen. We already was going to do that. If we lose our position to Verstappen, Alonso's going to cost us at least 2 points. Oh my god. Alonso, you prick. Why have you got to be like that? But unfortunately, we do come out ahead of Verstappen, and Hamilton's now into the pits as well. So he's going to come out in 5th place at least. That's going to give us some breathing space until Verstappen catches us, which hopefully it doesn't. We've got 14 laps to go. to keep the Dutch driver behind us, and the Red Bull, which is a lot faster than us, especially, well, I say especially in these conditions. We're faster than the actual AI. Myself is not like that. That is not going to keep the AI behind us. So we lose the back end massively on the exit of turn 3. That's what I hate about this track. That's why I said earlier, it is my least favourite corner and my worst corner. But Hamilton's now had a run at us. He's up our outside. We've got to mount the curb there, just cut him off completely. That's what I mean. That track is that's awful. But Daniel Ricciardo, congratulations to Aussie driver, manages to beat Hamilton and get the win. But we're going to come home round the last corner as DRS is now enabled to come 4th. We started 4th and we're going to finish 4th. I will take that, especially in this McLaren. I will take that. That is a very, very good result. Is that our best of the season? It might be our best of the season. I think it might be. Unless, no, we've got a P2 in Canada. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. It's been so long since I recorded one of these episodes. It's been at least a month. That's how long it's been. But the 2 Red Bulls on the podium, just like real life, apart from Daniel Ricciardo. So only one of them got in real life. It's what I mean, really. So, and Raikkonen's on the podium. I think he got a podium in real life as well. Max Verstappen did win in real life for the 2018 Austrian Grand Prix. And that was nearly a year ago. It's already been the Monaco Grand Prix in the 2019 season. And that's how long it's taken me to record this bloody series. Started it in January. Well, it's December I started recording them. I uploaded them in January, I think. And I'm only still at Austrian Grand Prix. And I haven't even recorded past the German Grand Prix is the next to record. And I've got 26 to 25 days to bloody edit and record and edit and voice over and upload the bloody rest of the season. So, definitely not going to do a 2019 season, one of these. Probably not, at least. Career mode is main priority right now. I need to get that up before 2019. Even if I do get a 2019, I'm probably not going to get 2019 because I don't have enough money. But hopefully that happens. But look at the things. We have to add 12 points to everything. I was too busy ranting about how I'm going to have enough money. I'm sorry about that. But Hulkenberg DNF, who's the only DNF of the race. And the 2 Williams got lapped twice. Bloody fantastic from the 2 Williams there. That is what you expect from a championship winning side. But anyway, that's going to be in this Austrian Grand Prix. Next time is Britain. And for round 10. Hopefully we can get a good result there, like we did here. But I'll be Just Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.